Yes, finally we are back. Just like yesterday we left, and it's time for another exciting episode of the show. It is Family Platform once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matthew Okugbe. You know I'm always not doing this alone. Chooks is right here in the studio with me, and together we are set to take you through the world of entertainment on what's trending, and also look at a very salient topic as it affects our everyday life on the Insight segment for today. Not to forget the Glees. We also have a bumper live performance on today's package. So it promises to be an exciting show, and I hope you want to stick around. Let's have you the Glees. And after this one, the show sails proper. Stay with us.
When life is a little harder, we are here to lighten the load. Sedap Supreme Noodles is here for you. Because only fine ingredients go into Sedap Supreme Chicken Essence to give it that truly delicious chicken taste. Sedap Supreme Tasty Chicken Noodles, capturing the supreme tasty chicken goodness. Come and taste the difference of Nigeria's real chicken essence noodle. Be supreme now.
Now available in new flavors.
Wow, fire performance by Camido. Make I fire you with my machine gun. I don't want to go there. I don't want to expand, but that was a lovely session. You can take that over and over again. Nigerian artists, especially those of this generation, can command the sound, can just flow to any kind of sequence as far as the world of music is concerned. Afrobeat taking over the world, if you ask me. It is Family Platform, and Chooks is also here in the studio.
Good morning, Matthew. Good morning, audience.
Yes, and how was your week?
My week was fabulous. It was beautiful. It was good. It was good.
Absolutely. Anything to celebrate from your end?
Anything to celebrate from my end? Oh, you know I'm a businesswoman.
Absolutely.
Business was extremely good. This
Wow,
week. It was
wow,
good.
that's exactly.
It was good, really. It was good.
That's exactly what I'm waiting for,
Yep.
and that's exactly what the viewers want to hear. Thoughts like this that would make them believe, that would take them out of these old complaints that is really just feeling everywhere. On that very palatable note, let's dive into what's trending. We're looking at stories making the rounds, especially those on blogs and social media. Several stories also that would be of interest to you would also lined up, I beg your pardon, on what's trending. Let's start with this one where a young man is walking all the way from Benue State. The guy, the trek, is trekking all the way from Benue State to Lagos to see comedian Oga Sabinus. He said Sabinus happens to be his idol. Are we now this idol? Let me use that word. Because if this young man is gainfully employed, I don't think he would want to trek from Benue State to Lagos to see Sabinus. Why not take a bus?
See, guy, it's all about the economy. The economy is so bad that people are beginning to do all manner of nonsense. Because if you ask me, it's just simple clout chasing. Last week here, a particular guy was working, I can't remember the state exactly, to see Davido. And the young man just said, go back, I'm unavailable. You know, it's just clout chasing. They should just find something to do. If you're gainfully employed, like you rightly pointed out, he wouldn't be doing that. He would be too busy to, Sabinus would just make him laugh. And hey, life goes on. He faces his business.
Yes, and as Sabinus on his part said he's looking forward to receiving the young man, and the young man said he's trekking all the way from Benue State. The video where he started, where he got to a couple of kilometers, and some person are asking, is there a camera to ascertain that there should be a live watch of the entire journey, because we don't want a situation where you get to a place, you take a bus, and at the end of the day, they will drop you maybe at Long Bridge.
He will hitchhike.
And you say you trek down. But all the best to the young man.
Happy trekking to him.
Happy trekking to him. Remember, you must also remember the young guy that trekked. Is this somewhere for then President Buhari after his victory, that trekked several distance? And at the end of the day, the young man has nothing to show for it. He was even unable to meet the president. So it's as bad as that.
I think people should just get something doing.
Absolutely. And let's go to another one that happens to do with plenty of audacity, plenty of you knowing your worth. Let's talk about veteran actor Chiwetel Agu, who came out in the course of the week. That story is also make the round in the course of the week, that at some point in his career, he rejected a sum of 10 million naira to feature in a movie that was to be put together by the CEO of Globalcom, Mike Adenuga. That at that time, 1 million naira was like meant the entire world to him. But when that offer came, he met with Adenuga. They tabled 10 million before him, and he said, no, it is 20 million or nothing. That he just felt that at that time, he wouldn't accept that amount. And at the end of the day, he got 20 million.
I think that he said something. He said, Mike Adenuga said, on this particular contract, I'm going to give you 10 million.
10 million, yeah.
I think what he used was reverse psychology.
Yes.
Now, if you're offering me 10 million,
yes,
it then means this movie perhaps would bring in like some billions.
Yes.
For you to be offering me 10 million. Therefore, it's either you double it or send me my flight ticket.
Yes.
I go back home.
Yes.
And did it work? It did work. It did work. Sometimes reverse psychology does work. He did that and it did work.
You want to say about a time where you begin to ask, people should learn to know their worth.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, you see, when you know your worth, you're better priced.
Some other persons, okay, because of poverty, they throw the 10 million at him.
And
I've not seen 1 million in my life. 10 million is
so much.
But because of psychology, as you said, he was able to make it 20. So for me, I dug my cap for him. And this is the kind of stories or testimony I truly love to celebrate.
Yeah, that's what we're about here on platform.
Absolutely.
Those positive energy. Those things that make people have hope.
Absolutely.
I can do it.
I can do it. Interesting one. Now let's talk about the rave of the moment. You understand? We're talking about Jagun. Nollywood movie Jagun happens from the stable of an actor I feel happens to be one of the best in the business, an individual I so much respect. When it comes to the comic part, he can fit in exceptionally. Jagun, as we speak, has hit over 3 million views on Netflix. Over 3 million views. I'm not talking of those who went to download it somewhere and are watching it for free. I'm talking of those who paid to watch it, subscribe to Netflix, and over 3 million views worldwide. You want to say a well-packed movie. I've seen it. I saw it on Netflix. I didn't download it. I supported the business because I think that's the way it should be. Jagun, the concept, promoting Yoruba culture, Yoruba warriors, and it seems to be cutting across like wildfire.
Yes, Matthew. I've not seen the movie.
You need to go and see.
I've not seen the movie, but I've heard so much about the movie.
Yes.
As I walked in here, I heard people talking about the movie.
Yeah.
You know, so you see, it goes to show that hard work pays. Hard work pays. So much hard work went into this. Somebody put on his thinking cap, had to go research the culture, you know, and brought it to bear for people to see. And on Netflix, that's huge.
Yeah.
Nollywood is going places.
Yeah.
And to think that the name Nollywood was actually a jest.
Yes.
And today it has come to stick.
Absolutely.
And I think it's going to be an earner even for the country.
Yeah.
because if Hollywood is a major earner for the United States, I don't see why Nollywood shouldn't be an earner for Nigeria as a country.
Absolutely.
So that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm seeing it from that angle. You know, the not so dependency, the dependency on oil will begin to drop if we're able to, you know, make our movies go so far.
Sure. So you just need to go and see Jagun Jagun.
I think it's money invested.
Money invested. And if they tell you how much it costs to
it's
put
not
that
low budget.
together.
So
listen,
from all you've said so far, it isn't low budget
he
at all.
said in an
the budget must be
interview, he said he sold a couple of his properties to be able to make that happen.
Wow,
And we seem to be appreciating it. And this time, let's talk about Davido. Davido keep making the mark, and he would be performing at the PFA Award in Manchester precisely on the 29th of this month. Davido will become the first African artist to perform at that event. Nigerians keep breaking grounds. Afrobeat keep changing the way we see and how we relate to music globally.
Wow, Davido.
Yes.
My guy.
Yes.
That guy is always in the news for something
Positive.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You see, that particular feat, the first to be performing at that arena. You see, I don't understand how Davido does these things.
Sure.
Last year he was at the World Cup performing. Now this year he's going to be
at the
PFA Award performing. And you see, it goes to show that hard work pays. He's a hard worker, a hard-working musician, and he knows his business and focused. Despite all that's happening around him, his focus hasn't been derailed at all. He's there doing his thing. Me, I prefer to stick on the positive energy of people. I don't like the negative energies. I'm not interested.
And we seem to be celebrating him for what he's doing. The young man is doing exceptional well, and we hope he stays consistent. Now let's talk about a footballer who is to earn as much as 2.2 million euros every 7 days. 2.2 million euros. I didn't miss words. 2.2 million euros. That's exactly what Neymar is to earn at his new Saudi Arabia club. Neymar came out also in the course of the week in an exclusive interview with a Saudi TV station, and he said he hasn't moved to Saudi Arabia for the money. And some persons are saying Europe is the only place where you can win the Ballon d'Or, where you can win the Champions League. What are you going to do in Saudi Arabia if not the money? And not just that alone. He has been given a 25-bedroom mansion in Saudi Arabia, a 2023 Lamborghini, a 2023 Ferrari, and also a 2022 Prado Jeep. These are brand new cars.
And don't forget, every restaurant he goes for, whatever it is he takes there is paid for.
He's paid for, and he's expected.
Every hotel he steps into, whatever he does there is paid for.
Wow.
And this man has 5 domestic staff at his disposal.
Wow. This is
massive.
If you're talking about kinging, well, say this is more like a kinging
and
offer.
And a private jet.
And a private jet to also take him to Brazil, take him to Europe whenever he likes. Because he happens to be the type that likes going to club. Sometimes he hears in a club in Turkey, and he has had that issues with his previous teams over
and
the
his
years.
Special dues is paid for
him. You want to ask now, what is he now expected to spend the 2.2 million euros for every week? Just to sit there in his bank doing nothing? We just wish him all the best, and we hope he finds his foot, finds his bearing, and play good football in Saudi Arabia, just the way the likes of Ronaldo and Sadio Mane are doing already. Saudi Arabia happens to be the destination. And away from Neymar, let's talk about Ryan Taylor, precisely former one-time fiancé of DJ Cuppy. They broke up just a couple of weeks back. I don't think it's even up to a month. Yes, it was only like a month back. And we also spoke about it. Ryan Taylor, just last week, also put on social media that he has reconciled with his former girlfriend. the same girl you broke up with to start dating DJ Cuppy, you begin to ask yourself, women sometimes, I'm sorry, Chooks, where is your worth? This was the same guy that dumped you to go date DJ Cuppy, the billionaire's daughter, and he's now coming back. Could that be love?
Matthew, I really don't know what young people are doing these days. Because in my days, you can't dump me and after 1 month you're back and I'm accepting you wholeheartedly. How? Who does that? It won't happen. But then let's even look at the entire picture. Now, DJ Cuppy met the Ryan Taylor man, I think 2 days and pew, they're engaged.
Yeah.
You see, there's this thing about you rush in, you rush out. I think that's what happened to them. Did they really leave each other? Or they just wanted to go and try out on a DJ Cuppy? It was a planned thing.
Wow.
Because I don't get it.
Yes, and we hope that DJ Cuppy, personally, I feel should get a Nigerian man and just settle down with him. Because I think a Nigerian man would love her more. Just my sincere opinion. It's time to go on a break where we serve you the quotable quote as well as our song for the week. We are giving you Arya Star Rush as well as the quotable quotes. Stay with us.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show me. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Now available in new flavors.
You show me love.
Sabi girl no dey too like talk. Animals dey in human form. Body man nobody like walk, but you must hustle if you want job. You no finish they won't fight us. If them they run them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me could deny my fantasy. They want to check if my tap ain't no wrong. But it they rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my tap in the rush. The kind money we touch, yeah. It they rush well, it be much. No be hype, everybody they crush. There's no darling with us. You fool me jackpata, I dey go Ghana. You never thought you dey from papas. Which kind money we never see before? Cause hello me, got me feeling I'm the one. Ajay. Can never take my cake away, Ajay. You can't count my grace. I just did my lane. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me could deny my fantasy. They want to check if my tap ain't no wrong. But it they rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my tap in the rush. The kind money we touch, yeah. It they rush well, it be much. No be hype, everybody they crush. There's no darling with us. Cause it they rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my tap in the rush. The kind money.
Yes, interesting. We are here to add what we can to life, not to get what we want from it. What exactly are you adding to life? What value have you given to existence? How much impact have you made in the life of humanity? A quotable quote for the week. And we also served you Arya Star Rush. Man, Rush, that song, anytime, any day, the young lady is
They
really
rush very
doing
well.
absolutely. And it's time for the inside segment of the show. So much happenings in relationship as well as marriages. That's why we have several breakups, especially splits, especially in the entertainment world. And today we're talking about why people cheat in relationship and marriages. Before Chooks will come with our own side, let me say this from the perspective of a man and one who has also taken time to study a couple of marriages and also personal experience in relationships. I feel one of the reasons why people cheat is not because they are not getting certain pleasures from their spouse or from whoever they are with. And if you look at people are driven, especially the men, let me say specifically from the men's side, men are majorly driven, the sexual attraction that drives a man comes instantly when he sees a woman.
They're driven by what they see.
Yeah, they're driven by majorly by what they see
first.
And also, the act to want to experiment, to want to do certain things. And most times, it is not that their partners are not open to do certain things with them. I'm talking of sexually now. But sometimes, some individuals feel that whoever they are with should be treated with deference, should be treated with respect, and should continue to be seen as holier than thou. Like a married man, for instance, wants to try certain sexual experiment or so, and he feels this would be like going to the extreme on the part of my wife because I feel she's decent and it shouldn't be her when it comes to this.
The reasons for which men cheat, let me look at it from the angle of what the women are not doing right. Now, you're a married woman, and then you step into a man's home. You have one kid, and you've become careless with yourself. And then you think, oh, who is looking at me? Who I want to impress? Excuse me, impress yourself. Look good. Now, your husband goes out to work. He comes back and you have a wrapper tied on your chest from morning till the evening. Who does that? And that's a silly behavior, if you ask me. That you're married and you have a kid or two doesn't mean that's the end of the world. For goodness sake, look good for yourself, for your husband. Now, you're able to do this. If your husband steps out there and he's coming home, he sees a neat, put together wife, whatever it is he does out there, he would come back and say, look, no matter how, my wife's still sharp. Even after 2, she's looking good and all of that. But these days you find that women just feel, after all, I'm married. What's there? There's everything there, my dear. Look good. I'm over 50. And it's only who I tell that knows. So, excuse me, I still find people running after me. That's because I take good care of myself, I look good. So women, particularly the married ones, please and please take good care of yourself, look good. If you're not looking good for anybody, look good for yourself and be happy.
Wow. We can go over and over again, but I think both of our takes had been very, very insightful, has been very, very incisive precisely. I feel this should be enough for now, and we hope that subsequently we'll find time to be much more expansive with this topic because it is one that affects our everyday life. And we hope you've been able to take a thing or two from today's package. That is the inside segment for me. I truly enjoyed myself. Chooks, that's the size of the show, and it feels great having you in the studio once more.
Oh, I always feel great coming in here, and I love this show, even if I say so myself.
Absolutely. And let's do it again next week. I remain Matthew Okugbe. We're coming up again next week with another interesting package. Bye for now.